Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well and you've been keeping nice and mobile with some of our stretches that we've had online over the last few weeks. So today what we're going to go through is some self massage and mobilisation techniques, just ways you can help keep yourself going at home, get rid of some of those aches and pains if you've been doing your Joe Wicks every morning. Hopefully this will relieve some of those muscular aches. So things that it will be that you can use to do some self-massage. If you've got a foam roller, brilliant. Any sort of type is absolutely fine. Tennis ball is really useful. If you haven't got a tennis ball, you could use a balled up pair of socks, a towel, and if you've got a massage stick, one of those as well. So we are going to start with the foam roller. There might be a lot of you who've got a foam roller but don't know how to use it, and there's quite a few different things that you can do with it. So we'll start with that. Forgot that was in there. Right, so if we start at the bottom, actually I'm just going to take my shoes off. Okay, so we'll start at the bottom. I'll start with my calf muscles. So depending on how tender your calf muscles are and what your pain threshold is like, you can just start with one leg on top of the roller and just roll yourself backwards and forwards, going right up to behind the knee. If you have any really big knee issues or you have any swelling behind the knee, then don't go up quite so high. But even if you have a little bit of sort of ankle swelling that's just related to a bit of inactivity, then this is a good way to help get rid of it. If you want to put a little bit more pressure on there, you can actually cross the other leg over and then roll yourself up and down. Now when you're doing this, it's going to feel fairly uncomfortable and probably a bit painful, a little bit like if you were having some treatment. So once you find a spot that you feel is a little bit uncomfortable, you can just flex the foot on the leg that you're rolling on up and down a few times as you're slowly moving yourself over the top. And obviously you can do the other side. So to start off, so probably 4 or 5 rolls over each area is good. Also with the calf muscle, you can just turn the leg in slightly and just get onto the inside of the calf muscle and then turn out and get onto the outside. And again, if you want to put a little more pressure on, cross the other leg over the top and then roll yourself backwards and forwards. And we'll move up to hamstrings. Exactly the same thing for your hamstrings. Sit with a roller underneath you on your hamstring. Just roll yourself backwards and forwards. Cross the other leg over. Just to give you a little bit more pressure down onto that muscle. And again, just turn the leg in and out slightly. And if you can, get right the way up to the top of your hamstrings, just below your sitting bone. And the other side. Just turn that leg in and out slightly. Okay, then we're going to come on to the front of our legs, our tibialis anterior muscle, which if you're doing a lot of running, particularly those of you who are sprinters, this muscle is the one that pulls your foot up. It also helps to keep your arch up as well, so it's important to have a nice strong muscle there. So what you're going to do is just get the front of your leg onto the roller, across the other leg, it's across your ankles, and just roll yourself. Backwards and forwards. You don't want to do this too many times, it's probably quite sore. Okay, onto the quads. Big strong muscles. So we're going to go right on top. You can just pull yourself backwards and forwards if your roller's big enough. You can do both legs at the same time. So get right down to just above your kneecap. It's a bit of a core workout doing this as well. And if you want to put a little bit more pressure down, again, cross the legs over. And better with the calf muscle. When you get to a point where you feel it's a real restriction, you can take that leg up and down. That's quite painful. And then try and go onto the outside and the inside. Just twist yourself slightly one way and then the other. Do the other leg. Now, some athletes use this as part of their warm-up. Some prefer to use it as part of their cool-down. Probably different schools of thought on that. I'm just going to cross this leg over. Okay. We're going to go on to our glutes and the outside of the hip. Just going to do that, walk it up. So, outside of the hip, just balance on the foam roller. And just roll yourself up and down. Basically find the bits that are sore, because they're probably the bits that need a little bit of work. And if you want to get onto the glutes as well, buttock muscles, you can literally just sit on there. Personally, I think a tennis ball is better for doing the glutes, but just do the other side. And you can get right up into the front of the hip as well. Get into some of those tendons. If you're feeling particularly brave, you can do your ITT or ITB band, which is generally pretty uncomfortable, and you're only going to want to do it once or twice. And with this one, make sure you're working from the knee up towards the hip. So I'm going to give it a go. And just to balance it up, I'm going to do the other side as well. So if you have a clicky knee or a runner's knee, it's a good one to do. Now what we're not releasing any of the muscles. What we're doing is actually stimulating the nerve receptors and the pressure receptors in the tissues around the muscles, and that's what's sending a signal up to our brain to tell the muscle to relax and to make some changes, increase the blood flow. We're not actually physically changing anything in the muscle itself. Okay, move on to our back. Similar again, just going to roll ourselves back, and you can go one way and then the other. For me personally, it's not a great way for me to release my back, but for a lot of people they absolutely love it. But for my upper back, I absolutely love my foam roller. So I just cross my shoulders over, just pull my shoulder blades apart. And just roll up and down a few times. Get right up into the top of the shoulders. And again, it's a bit of a core workout whilst you're doing it as well. 2 for the price of 1. And you might get a few clicks or cracks or adjustments coming out of your back when you do that, which is absolutely fine. So what you can also do with your foam roller is just do some nice back extensions. So just take your arms back, take the head back and just relax. And if you want to put your arms down by your side, take a nice deep breath in. And then as you breathe out, just let the arms go back over the head. And if your back's really stiff or really sore, we'll be using a rolled up towel to do that later on. And then you can put your foam roller along the length of your spine. And there with your arms out to the side. Just let the shoulders relax backwards. Again, this, you want some nice deep breaths. And then we can just kind of have a bit of a roll side to side. Just rolling over those tight shoulder muscles that we've all got from too much sitting looking at screens at the moment. And then if you want to, you can do the back of the arm. You can also do forearms. Not quite so effective, but you do both at once and put a lot of body weight down through it. Just do the other side. So just do the triceps, which after this morning's workout is actually quite sore. Okay, and you can do your pectoral muscle as well. So that there in the front. And you can just about get into the top of your biceps as well. Not quite so easy to do the arms as it is to do the legs, but still doable. Okay, and the last one we can just give our neck a little bit of a stretch as well. So all you're going to try and do is really push the back of your head, the very bottom part of your head, where it meets the neck, into trying to push your neck basically against the foam roller. And just nod your chin a little bit. Unfortunately, you have to give yourself a double chin whilst doing it. Just gives a little bit of a massage into there. Okay, so that's the first part of our self-massage and mobilisation using a foam roller. In the next part, we're going to move on to using tennis ball, towel, and doing some more work. See you shortly.